So we got the Red flag behind us. Para todos mis latinos y dominicanos, estamos aquí.
Yes,
Dios, patria y libertad.
Yes, we speak Spanish.
Just a little shout out.
It could be copyrighted from Across the Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
And he was like, I speak Spanish.
Hey, ¿qué tal, tío? What did he say?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
And then he said, he brought him something, and Oscar Isaac was like,
Que maravilla. Oscar Isaac.
Hands down, he should probably play.
He'd win an Oscar.
A live action Spider-Man.
Oscar should win an Oscar.
Yeah, it's funny.
He's our Moon Knight.
Pun intended?
Pun intended. And he's our Miguel Ojeda.
Miguel.
I'm really just hoping that he's an imposter. Like, he's not the real Spider-Man 2099, because the Spider-Man 2099 should be like...
Bro, there's been so many things people are talking about, and I'm just like, I don't know what to think.
A lot of stuff. They're thinking
Still,
a lot of things.
Down, one of the best movies ever made.
Best movie for me of the year so far. Nothing has beat Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else is coming out this year.
Well, we are watching The Creator, so we're excited for that. We are still going to FanX here in Salt Lake City. And we're going to be talking about a movie today that is coming later in the year. But before, we want to have some fun. We like to quiz each other sometimes. We also know that some of you already do this. But JP is going to try to test my movie brain. And I'm going to try to test his movie brain with quotes from films to see if we can guess where they are from.
We like to do this a lot. This is something we do like for fun. Like sometimes we'll text each other and stuff like this. It's you guys should try it if you're big movie buffs. I mean, if you're not, then it's probably really boring for you. But
you ready? I got one for you. Truly wonderful the mind of a child is. Truly wonderful the mind of a child is. See, he tries to get me with hard ones, so I'm getting him back.
Really wonderful the mind of a child is.
All right, we didn't set up any rules for this. Do we like give him 30 seconds?
I think we should do 30 seconds, 3 clues.
An alien says this. I think he's an alien.
Oh, an alien says this, huh?
That's probably not the right way to phrase it.
We should have
everybody.
A timer going.
I'm sorry.
We'll have a timer going.
Yeah, we should have timer. That'll make it fast. 30 seconds, 3 clues. 30 seconds. Here we go. Already given 1 clue.
Okay.
If I do this, he's gonna get it. But
it's alien said
it's an
hold on. I have to ask for the second clue if I can.
17 seconds.
You know, it's just,
I think he's an alien. If I said that the wrong way.
All right, so the second clue, I got 10 seconds.
It's in a franchise that we love.
All right, I'm done.
That's it. Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And Yoda says, really wonderful, the mind of a child is. When he's helping Obi-Wan try to find the Camino system.
I remember that scene. I remember. All right. Okay, I know this is kind of easy, but we're gonna try it. You understand, boy, you're about to take the full force of a star. It'll kill you only if I die. Yes, that's what killing you means.
Infinity War. Thor is going to take on the full force of a star.
There you go. You got it. Good job.
Let's see if JP can get this one. He gave me an easy one, so maybe I should give him an easy one. Okay. My name is Robert Neville. I am a survivor living in New York City. I am broadcasting on all AM frequencies.
I am legend Will Smith, baby. Yeah. That was pretty easy. Thank you for that. This is probably really easy for Alma, but we'll see. I will not say, do not weep, for not all tears are an evil. Now, if he doesn't, he might guess this. He might
Oh,
get this.
no.
But all right. I said it. 30 seconds.
First clue. First clue.
He's a wizard.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you're right, but you gotta guess which exact movie. You're close.
Fellowship
One,
of the
two,
Ring.
three.
One.
Nope.
Oh, Return of the King.
Yeah, there you go.
Return of the King.
It?
He it's Gandalf. He's speaking to
You got
Pippin.
There you go. There you go. Good job.
Fool of a took.
He guessed it in 20 seconds. Give it up for him.
I'll give this last one for JP. We'll get into business here.
Oh, we're not doing any more. This was so fun. We should keep going.
All right. Two more each. Here's my second to last one. And we're gonna do it easy for JP so he can
Two more each.
so he can feel good. So he can feel good. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Hold on, we gotta start the timer.
In case I don't see you,
One,
good
2, 3.
afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Clue number 1.
Clue number 1, Jim Carrey.
Right. The Mask?
Nope.
Ace of Ventura? Almighty? Bruce Almighty? Evan Almighty?
No.
The second clue.
Second clue. It's about philosophy.
Philosophy. All right, I lost.
Ed Harris is in the movie.
I lost this one.
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show.
Put in the comments who got that before JP did.
Okay, hold on. This is too easy. This one is too easy.
I'm gonna give my last one just gonna be easy for JP. It's just gonna be way too easy.
Okay. Let's see if Alma gets this. We're gonna start the timer very soon. I gotta read this quote. There's a lot I could say about this man, but I don't know if it matters now. I guess what matters is what he stood for, what he lived for, and what he died for. You always did everything the way you wanted it, and I didn't understand that, but now I understand. I'll never forget you. You're the best. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Franchise. What's the franchise?
So it's in a boxing franchise.
Says it's a Rocky Balboa.
Yes.
Okay, so it's one of the Rockies.
It's one of the Rockies.
Or it's one of the Creeds.
It's one of the Rockies.
Is it Rocky 4?
Yes. Good job. Who says it? Rocky?
Sylvester Stallone.
I was really good at this. Oh my goodness. All right, so
I don't think I would have gotten
more?
it without you telling me. Yeah, I got an easy one for JP, okay? What are they saying? They are your words. We will bring them down.
Is it Dark Knight Rises? Oh,
he's trying to cheat over here.
Oh, 10,000 BC, baby.
We do like that movie. Haters will hate.
That movie is so good. I love it.
JP has nostalgia and tears when he watches 10,000 BC. He used to like Camilla Belle, the actress. They put contacts on her eyes though, because they made her eyes like really big and blue.
Yeah.
Something with like.
Okay, maybe this one. I don't know. We'll get just maybe. We're pulling out all these here.
Pulling out all the stops. All of them.
Maybe he'll get this. I think he really loves this movie. Brother, without a little work, I don't think you can get past an old timer like me. Get past you, I'll get past you, through you, over you, under you, around you. As a matter of fact, I'll spin you like a top, twist you in a pretzel, eat your lunch, steal your girl, and kick your dog at the same time. Get past you. All right, let's start. The timer, 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds.
Franchise.
No franchise. Yeah, that's one clue.
Because I understand the quote. Get past you or get past me because it's not Fast and Furious,
No.
even though it's the same kind of idea.
No. 10
Oh no,
seconds.
this is Glory Road.
Oh, good job, dude. Good job. Oh my goodness.
This is an awesome way. He's like saying, "Oh, I got the basketball in my hands." He's like, "Okay, we're gonna work on defense." And then 30 seconds later, he's like all sweaty. He's like, "Put the ball right here between your legs." Ow.
Did you see that, y'all?
Glory Road.
Oh, that was good. We should do other ones like that in the future.
Yeah, we will. What do you think, guys? Did we do a good job? We already know who won.
Yeah. I'm a one. Fair and square.
Alrighty, peoples. On December something, they said it on there, but then they said Christmas, and then they said December 20th. JP and I collectively like the modern iteration of Aquaman presented to us by Jason Momoa. I like the first Aquaman. JP didn't like the first Aquaman.
It had to grow on me.
He hasn't even finished it. He finished it once.
No, I finished it.
Yeah, he started like 5 different times though.
Yeah, that is true.
So the biggest reason why we're talking about this is because we have 2 major concerns, besides the third major concern that will not be talked about in depth. But everybody knows what we're talking about. JP's face is construing with anger right now. But we're not going to talk about that third concern.
Amber Heard should have been fired.
We're not going to talk about the third concern.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the first 2 concerns. The first concern, look, Jason Momoa will most likely stay in the new DCU, whatever James Gunn wants to call it. And he will probably play Lobo, which I would be totally happy with. JP would probably be happy with it as well. The first problem we have, the first concern we have, is that it's not connected to anything. So I don't know if JP in and of itself has a problem with it being by itself, or he liked more of what he saw in Justice League, specifically Zack Snyder's Justice League, and that has nothing to do really with the first Aquaman, sort of, even though it does lead into things. And our second major concern is that it's going to bomb at the box office. But the first film, isn't it DC's most grossing movie?
It is one of the most highest grossing DC movies, yes.
So
It's true.
I'm going to watch it. We're probably not going to watch it at the same time because JP has to kind of like really get into the idea of watching Aquaman.
You know what though? It might do well just because I know there's tons of women so into Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
So those women will probably force their husbands and boyfriends to come and watch him.
There is hype though. We are hyped. I like the first one, Black Manta. We like Black Manta.
He's all right. In the first movie, he was all right.
He's all right. I don't like him very much.
I mean, he was such an easy villain. Now he has powers.
Yeah,
he has the
Black Trident.
The Black Trident. You know, the funny thing is, I thought in the trailer that the guy with the long hair and stuff was like the actual
He
trident.
thought Poseidon was in the
Poseidon.
movie.
I thought Poseidon was in the movie, but that was just Aquaman's brother. So
Yeah. So tell us in the comments if you're looking forward to Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Yeah, just tell us that, because we're wondering what people really feel. The people, not the critiques, the people. And of course, James Wan is directing, and that's a good thing.
that's pretty sick. James Wan directed The Conjuring.
He also directed the first Aquaman.
Didn't he direct one of the Fast and Furious?
I think it was Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift. Yeah, so actually
If we're wrong,
I'm intrigued.
we're sorry.
You know, let's
He's going to confirm before we move on to our next subject.
Let's make sure, because we never know. James Wan.
Juan. James Juan.
I know I'm just pronouncing phonetically. Yeah, he did also Fast Furious 7. Furious 7.
Furious 7. That's probably what it is, though. I could be wrong. Furious 7 is my favorite, too. Of the Fast and Furious.
Let's see. Let's sort by role as Fat Furious 7, Insidious Chapter 2, The Conjuring, Insidious 1. We don't know what these are.
Nope, sorry. Fury 7, not Tokyo Drift. Fury 7
Furious
is
7.
my
And
favorite of the Fast and Furious franchise. I
that
do
was
apologize to the Tokyo Drift director.
pretty good.
That one's the best one.
good.
Personally, that's where Fast and Furious should have ended.
Was that the last one with Paul Walker?
Parts of it, yeah.
Oh, that was R.I.P.
R.I.P.
He was gonna help a lot of people. R.I.P.
He was our first choice for Jack and Dexter
He was leading a great cause. Yes.
when we were kids. People may not agree with that, but we thought Paul Walker was Jack from Jack and Dexter.
Yeah. So that's all our thoughts on Aquaman.
Yeah. What are your thoughts? Let us know.
The second thing we're just leading a Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2, guys. We are literally
Almost a month away.
almost a month away. 3 days, it will be a month.
2, 4.
7 plus 3 is 20. 17 plus 3 is 20. September.
It comes
20th.
out October 20th. I
20th.
thought it came out October 21st.
October 20th. So I loved the first Spider-Man. You guys know that. We loved Miles Morales. We're getting a lot of good Spider-Man content right now. And Insomniac didn't fail last time. And so I'm not expecting a failure. But sometimes sequels are hard. Sequels are very hard. Just ask the people who didn't like Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3 and other things. The Dark Knight Rises, people didn't like that. I'm watching here. Watching all of you. Personally, Arkham City was a great sequel in the Arkhamverse franchise. We've talked about it before. We like video games. We're not like hardcore gamers. But when we find a video game that we love, and of course we have bias because we're superhero nerds, we're going to like it. We're going to like it and we're going to enjoy it. So Arkham City collectively is our favorite. I like Arkham Knight and Arkham Origins maybe a tad bit better, but if you're asking BROHOOD Productions, it's Arkham City. And Arkham City is kind of like the catalyst for a lot of these superhero role-playing games, including Marvel Spider-Man, regardless of what people say. So Marvel Spider-Man 2 is looking to be great. We are going to play it. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to be Spider-Man again. We're going to put on our Spider-Man shirts and be children. Because we played a lot of the Spider-Man games growing up.
Yeah, I remember always losing. We played, I don't know, it was Spider-Man 2, but I always lost against Shocker.
That's Spider-Man 1.
Spider-Man 1.
Tobey Maguire. It's in the train subway scene, and he's going
so hard. I love it. And then you beat it.
I did.
See, this is all. I was always the younger brother that always gave the controller to the older brother to beat. There's a bunch of memes out there.
Yeah, it literally did happen. So we don't have like much to say in the sense of news because we have a lot of great content creators out there hyping us up. But we want to let you know and update you on our feelings about Marvel Spider-Man 2. It looks like there's going to be great stuff, suit customization, villains. Probably, I don't want to speak out of turn here, but JP and I are kind of obsessed with Venom. Sure, we don't have anything up right now with Venom on, but we really, 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 really think Venom is an awesome concept and an awesome villain. And then better yet, not better yet, but adding to the betterness of Marvel Spider-Man 2, we're getting Kraven the Hunter.
Now I saw a trailer or gameplay with him. Pretty sick.
And that theme, I don't know when they're going to release the whole soundtrack, but Kraven's theme.
Oh yeah.
That's going in the big based playlist.
think so too.
So October 20th, Marvel Spider-Man. We're gonna try to do something so you can see how bad we are at video games, but we love role-playing games. And we'll get back at you October 21st. So although you can't see it, and I should probably put a pop on here that's more relatable to our next subject, but we love Star Wars. We have, so I was thinking about this the other day. We love DC and Marvel. DC and Marvel are like a huge part of us. You know our library story. Our mother has probably seen our YouTube video once or twice, so she knows what was happening when we would go to the library. But before we had true Marvel besides the comics, we had Star Wars. And we are prequel fanatics. There are friends out there who will say that the original
Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, by far, 1, 2, and 3, Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, and
it's Attack of the Clones. Clone Wars
of-
comes later.
Attack of the Clones. Sorry, you can put it in the comments how bad I messed up there. And Revenge of the Sith. I will just, those are really good. You know, honestly, story wise, 4, 5, and 6 are amazing. And George Lucas did amazing CGI then, and it was done really well. Now if he brought that kind of technology back then, you know, you gotta understand we weren't born around the 70s or 80s, so
We consider 1 through 6 canon. We consider the Clone Wars animated series canon. I would think we could consider Rebels canon.
Rebels is canon. That's actually I really like that show. There was a lot of moments, you know, the concept of teams. I love teams working together. But you know, there's obviously Ezra and just those guys. You know, people are still force sensitive, so they really went into like Clone Wars did this too, but Rebels did this too, but it went into the Force a lot. And it was really good, pretty good. And honestly, I never knew this because I didn't read the comics, but everything's leading up to Thrawn. So anyhow it goes.
Yeah, I mean, JP and I have bias towards the Force. That's why I have a hard time with 4, 5, and 6 because it's more about the rebels. But we're not here to talk. We're not here to talk about which one's better or which one we like more because 1 through 6, JP and I consider as canon. What we're here to talk to you about is our genuine interest in the new TV series of Ahsoka. Now, we reviewed the Obi-Wan series. We have our personal opinion about it. JP, of course, he is Mando. He is Mando. But this Ahsoka series has been coming around. A lot of topics. JP has really given a huge focus on the series. So he's going to just give you his quick thoughts about those. And I have a few thoughts about something that happened in episode 5.
So I realized watching Ahsoka, I figured out why I always had a problem with her.
We're gonna start it off like this.
yeah. It's okay. Number one, the show's good. I love the music. Oh, it's so good. See, Ahsoka is it's really putting things together. The big story that's coming, like I said, Thrawn. But anyhow, to finish my little tangent on why I had a problem with her. So in the Clone Wars, she was fine. She was okay. She was a great character. Anakin trained her, and you know, the episodes around her leading up to her leading the Jedi Order, that was, I think, I think that was a cool part in the Clone Wars because you talk about the demise of the Jedi Order, and then you think about how we don't count this as canon, but these people do. How Luke wanted to start the Order again, and just things had to be changed and stuff. So it was, you know, the Jedi Order is very dogmatic. Nothing wrong about that. The only thing I want to say about that is be dogmatic about winning and surround yourself by winners. But I realized watching this because I saw her in Mando and like other things, and I'm like, oh, we're seeing an Ahsoka that's older and wiser many years later, leaving the Order and stuff. I couldn't quite get it, and I finally understood it. Um, so she's like I said, older, wiser. She's way more connected to the Force. I feel like even way before then. Um, but honestly, I hope because I feel like Ahsoka's like a little mini spin-off of Rebels. I really hope like that group comes back like together. That'd be really cool to see all them together. But
With the exception of R.I.P. Kanan Jarrus, because he's one with the Force.
yep. But General Syndulla, Sabine, Ezra, it'd be cool. And honestly, they're hyping that up. About that. So great show. Like I said, leading up to Thrawn. But the part what we really want to talk about is episode 5. So take
So JP and I have been putting some Star Wars content on the TikTok and on the Instagram. And people disagree with what we say, and they say things like we don't know anything about Star Wars. We'll ignore that for now. But
we know Star Wars, but we're just really opinionated. We like your opinions. Everybody did. Rogue One sucked. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll leave that there. Episode
the only
5.
thing good about that movie was when Darth Vader showed up in the end, and man, he just like busted out in the ship, using his force and stuff. Oh my god, that was the only good part of that.
It's time for me to speak.
I had to get it out there.
Episode 5, it's no secret, Hayden Christensen is back, and we absolutely loved it. Live action Clone Wars. Hayden Christensen back as General Skywalker. We see Rex. We see the Mandalore. We see probably one of the coolest things is how they did the transitions between him and Vader, him and Vader, him and Vader. And we're not going to get too philosophical here, but while it may be kind of nuanced what Anakin was trying to teach Ahsoka, I think the biggest piece to understand is that Hayden Christensen is back, hopefully for a little while longer. Anakin Skywalker showed up. And like I said, without getting too excited, too into it, it is really cool how powerful the Force is to have someone come and guide you.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, he didn't look like a Force ghost, but we're in the world between worlds, so it's probably different in there. To me and to JP, according to the Star Wars franchise, Anakin Skywalker is the chosen one.
He is.
So maybe there's something interesting there about how the Force uses Anakin Skywalker. Yes, there's other things you could go into, but we're just going to focus on this piece. It's very interesting that the Force allowed Anakin Skywalker to communicate a message to Ahsoka. And we need to soak that in as fans because the film industry is a business. There's money involved. There's amazing writers, actors, stories involved. But we don't get these people for a long time. The prequel movies were made for us, and we are so excited that now they're getting the love that they deserve. But that happened how many years ago? Almost 20 years ago, right? And sure, Hayden Christensen looks like he's taking care of himself. He looks like he's in his 30s. But another 20 years, he'll be in his 50s. And we've seen all the funny stuff about if you extend a franchise that far into the future, how many ideas are they really going to have? So we got to, in my opinion, there's two things. It's cool. There's really cool Star Wars Force stuff going on. But then in my opinion, we need to be appreciative of the time we're getting with these characters. And I think if we would have gotten that in other Star Wars projects with things from the original trilogy, there would have been a different conversation about 7, 8, and 9. But Anakin was awesome. Darth Vader was awesome. Do you have anything you would like to say?
No, just like I love how in like Obi-Wan 2 we got flashbacks with Anakin, and this one we got a flashback with Anakin. And it just makes you want to rewatch everything, Just it's so much nostalgia for us. So
I don't know if JP does this still, but I easily watch the whole franchise, at least 1 through 6, twice a year. I've been restrained to only watching it twice a year.
we know what that means. Yeah. Um, but Anakin was, I thought, really good. I mean, obviously, him losing to Ahsoka was a bit odd. Maybe the message could have been expressed differently, how that would have happened.
I do agree. The message was unclear, was nuanced, but
yeah, right. But it was still when this was something about cool about the Clone Wars is you saw instead of Anakin as a Padawan, an apprentice, he was
Jedi Knight.
He was a Jedi Knight, a master, and he was teaching someone. And like you see that in live action with Ahsoka, and that's pretty cool. So that's all I gotta say.
So we have had a whole lot of fun. This is where the fun begins. We have enjoyed coming back on YouTube with you all. We had a bit of a hiatus, but that's okay. Just for now, that's how it's going to be like. But we are excited. We're going to get you some more stuff this weekend at
FanX
Comic Con.
Salt Lake City, baby.
And then at the end of the month, JP and I finally get to review another movie. We haven't been able to review a film. And so that's
in a long time. There's just not good movies coming out. Like
he saw Gran Turismo and other things.
Oh yeah, we might talk about that later because there's a lot of nostalgia about that too.
Video games. We did play racing games too, not just superhero games and Star Wars games. Okay.
We played Mortal Kombat too. Street Fighter.
Don't tell anyone about the Mortal Kombat.
We played skateboarding games, we played snowboarding games.
We played games. Come on.
We, like Alma said, we're not hardcore gamers because we did not play Minecraft. We're not those kind of nerds.
I mean, he could play Minecraft.
No offense. Yeah, I did a little bit.
I mean, he understands it. I understand this.
Call of Duty is a huge thing. I just wasn't into shooting games, first person shooting games. I mean, Assassin's Creed is just cool. Skyrim is cool. A lot of people are playing Fortnite, but I think we weren't really born around that time. Yeah, we weren't. It came out really recently, anyways.
We're old,
but there's a whole culture around that. I mean, you see people live stream, Twitch came out and all this stuff. So we never went in that direction. So yeah.
Well, we're excited. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you to all of you. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share it with your friends and with your family. We are here because you are here. BROHOOD Productions lives. We are alive. I'll give a speech later. We will catch you next time.
BROHOOD out.